Hello folks, this is Shera and welcome to the video. Welcome to another episode of House Flipper. So like I promised in the last video, I've taken some time to spruce up the inside of the house. I don't have the lawnmower or the clipper unlocked yet, so I can't fix the outside, but I did fix part of the inside, as you can see. Probably this isn't everyone's bag, but blue and white are definitely my aesthetic. I also worked on the bathroom a little bit. These tiles I'm going to replace, but I don't have the tool for that unlocked yet. Also, don't you love how we're a ghost without a reflection? Alright. Oh, what's neat are, these are actually like chives and mint and stuff. It's really neat that they have these as a choice in the game for you to buy. Because the store, like, you haven't seen me do it this much because I haven't done much, but you can go into like all of these different things and buy furniture, etc. Like I just decorated a bunch with these. So for when you actually get around to decorating your own place or places you're about to sell, it has a lot of really neat options. I also kept my tools because, well, I do house flipping. I don't think I would have this sort of bed in real life because I sleepwalk some, but in a game, it's space conserving. So let's go on. I'll probably do one job and then see where we are. You need to remove the bushes. Here's another gardening one. Hi there, I have a bit of a problem. I tried to deal with weeds in my garden and got some kind of herbicide to get rid of them. Luckily, just to test it out, I used it on a couple of them and quickly realized that it's extremely effective. It destroyed the weeds as well as my bushes. I'm really glad I didn't spray it all over my yard, but unfortunately I did it right in front of the entrance. Now the plants in the area are dried up and look pathetic. Please wipe them out and fill that spot with some fresh grass. Oh, and if you could mow my lawn as well, that would be fantastic. Best regards, Ethan. Tip is remember to water the plants after planting, which is something you need to do to complete things properly. Let's see, I think this one unlocks the grass clipper tool. Oh, I was right! Brush cutter. Congratulations, you have unlocked a new tool. From now on you will be able to cut grass using garden brush cutter. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of these because they're dead. Because they have a blue outline, it will let me do this. You don't have to worry about ever selling something that you're not supposed to because you'll get this. I don't want to earn money this way. I do have the clipper unlocked now, so let's take a few moments and clean this up. What did I miss? Luckily, I do have the thing unlocked where I can see some of it on the minimap, which helps a great deal. We used to have I used to live in the middle of the woods, and we had a good chunk of lawn that you definitely couldn't use one of these on. We had one of those old lawn mowers, just, you know, standard petrol-powered push-'em ones. Spread the grass roll in the area. Okay, I moved out of the correct area, so it didn't give me the option in tasks. Now I'm back in the correct area. You can choose the size of this. I'm going to choose medium for now. And I can't see a thing, but I can roll it. Obviously you can't go over that sort of stuff, but that's alright. Okay, not much left. Let's see. And all set. This definitely looks a lot better with some sod down. That doesn't look good. So although this will not earn me any more money, I may be a slight bit neurotic and want to complete it anyway. Oop. I'm stuck. Well. I guess that's one way to get out of... Or not. I haven't had this happen before. Okay, good, I'm unstuck. That was silly. Okay, gotta spread it in this area as well. I'm actually surprised we don't need to water this, given that real-life sod does need to be watered, but they probably didn't want it to be super irritating and complex. So there's that. Now it's time to finish trimming the rest of this lawn. I'm currently living in Massachusetts, and there are a couple of folks that have little gardens like this. Well, gardens, backyards. And they're pretty cool looking, I gotta say. Mostly in the more suburby areas. Back home, you don't really see this sort of thing. Stuff is more, woodsy, I guess. Not many folks have their garden looking like that. Let's see, nothing is popping up here, so I believe all we have left to do is trim this. Oh. I will say, one staple of things back home is the fire pit. You almost never see a decent-sized backyard without some kind of fireplace or fire pit. But then again, down here in Mass, compared to rural New Hampshire, you, everywhere needs fire permits, but they're a little harder to get down here. Let's see, $1,200, that's not bad. It does look a little bit cleaner, which is nice. I do hope that someday we start moving away from lawns, given that they're pretty wasteful as a whole, like as an institution in the Western culture, but I'm not going to worry about that in a video game. Alright, so back in the house, let's do one more little job. Oh, a small lawn and a pool. Hello, I haven't been home in a while and, well, it's gotten a bit overgrown. I haven't got time for mowing, especially because my plot is quite large, so I'll gladly hand the work over. Moreover, I'd love to have a decent swimming pool in the garden. Please place it near the terrace. Regards, Xavier Wolski. The red markers on the minimap indicate where you need to intervene. Mostly that is for unplanted plants outside, and inside it's usually for things that haven't yet been mounted, like sinks, toilets, etc. Oh, so this one does unlock the standard lawnmower, so that's nice. Yay! From now on you can make use of the lawnmower, choose it from the tools menu, and then use it by pressing E. Thank you, lawnmower. Okay, so you see how this is in blue? The devs recently had a change. Well, recently, like it's been like a year. It used to be that you couldn't go over any of this, so like a lawnmower was like it was in real life, like you had to avoid anything else if you didn't want to destroy it. They recently changed this to be the ghost mower for the Halloween update a year or two ago. So now you don't have to worry about poking into other things. You can just go through it, which is really nice. It definitely makes things a great deal easier for mowing. We used to have back when I lived in the woods, we had like I said, we had a lawn, and we had this bush that, it was some kind of like hydrangea or something that Mom had been given for a present by one of my aunts, and my brother, when we were relatively small, the first time he was asked to mow the lawn, accidentally ran it over, the poor thing. It never quite recovered. It was nice living in the woods. The folks who had the land before us had sort of started a little, I guess, pseudo orchard. They had like 4 or 5 different types of apple trees. That there were only 1 or 2 trees of each, and they were just mixed in among the other trees, like standard pine trees. But it was really nice. So you would get like the golden apples mixing with the standard Macintosh, which was made for some nice apple flavors when we got around to picking them in the fall. But that would also backfire because we had a giant crabapple tree. So when you get apples pollinated from different types of apple trees, the flavors of the fruit can mix a little bit. So you'd have the crabapples, their pollen getting into the pollen of like the golden apples, and so they would taste a little not on the good side. So we had tons of apples on the lawn every year. Whether or not we used them, we always gathered them up every year, and in the winter we'd actually put them out for the deer. Because yes, we lived in the middle of the woods and there were deer. So that was always a fun experience. I hated mowing the lawn, so my brother usually did it as a task. Meanwhile, I'd be the one who had to pick up I'd have to go over the lawn prior to him, prior to him actually mowing it to get rid of the larger debris. Rocks, twigs, etc. And then, of course, we both had to help out on when it was time to pick up all of the apples off the ground. It's a shame, what with the whole 2020 situation, because I didn't have a chance to go apple picking or really get any legitimate, like, local apples. Which, as far as I'm concerned, fall is like the season for apples. So it was a little bit of a shame to not be able to indulge. But hopefully next year or the year after, the whole lingering 2020 situation will have been dealt with, and we'll have some more freedom. I just earned a point for outdoor stuff. But I'll deal with that once I'm in a little bit here. I missed that little bit. Yeah, we had a lawnmower just like this. Some folks we knew in town had the ones you rode on, but not us. There were a couple times we had to break out one of the really old school lawnmowers, the ones that weren't gas powered. You just had to like push them. That was less than fun. All right, all done cutting. Now it's time to place the pool, which they get planted. The pool gets planted, quote unquote, the same way as a plant does. So I'll just, here should be good. Again, our characters are superhuman. there we go. Now just time to buy a few sun loungers. I think I'll just make these white to match with the rest of the stuff. With a little jaunty angle. Is that the same? Yes. And we're done. 8,000 for that. I'm not gonna complain. So now from now on we have access to the lawnmower. I do enjoy the music in this game, it's very chill. Okay, so I think with that we're going to end this video for today. That's 2 jobs down. We'll probably do a job or 2 in the next one. And I'm also going to take care of this lawn while off camera. But that does it for today. Make sure to take care of yourselves and each other. And until we talk again, have a good one. Bye-bye.